2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg. D8.
Kevin, great to hear from you.
You always have. Priorities very straight with you, David. Thank you. So with Howard sitting on the bench, the load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved, and it's not just the athlete. It's the technology and the science that goes into making a better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game.
Westbrook got a piece of it. Buries it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Westbrook scanning the floor. The baseline J. Stolen. Christie the pass to Ingles. And it's sent back by Bryant.
Alfred Schengen.
Baladi. He's covered by Grant. To the inside. It's blocked. And there's the pass to Horton Tucker. You can't get that one to fall. We'll take it the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that
takes the three. And again, it's Vancouver with a three.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And once you've played for 10 teams in your career, Clark, there should be some type of prize for perseverance.
Yeah, I hear you on that, Kevin, and I don't disagree with you. I mean, Jeff Green has always had tremendous talent. And just because you have great all-around skills doesn't mean complimentary players, and I think that's who Jeff Green is and how he's been most comfortable with the teams that he's played on.
Traps in the tray.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Westbrook finds Grant. It's intercepted. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. Pulls up to the paint. Here's Christie. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Christie's got 10 points in the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And the Lakers decide to take.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. 2 elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly,
have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Şengün. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Şengün's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant. Moving the
for 9 from the field to start this game off. Drains it from beyond the arc.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Not enough on that one as it misses. Here's Gilmore. And it's sent back by Bryant. Here's Baladi's. No good with the triple.
Cold this point.
The shot's good from Christie.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
It's Westbrook.
Turns people may have had with this team, proving they are truly an upper echelon club.
Howard trying to free himself up, and he lays it straight in. 6 points for him.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Into the lane. It's deflected. Into the lane. It's deflected. Scores for only the 2nd time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
To the middle. And it's slammed in by Howard. Pass to Ingles. Down low.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
All sorts of time, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim.
Guys were fantastic.
All sorts of time, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Got a piece of it. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Westbrook, and the dunk by Westbrook.
That is really where Russell Westbrook excels, in transition with that great speed of his.
By Howard. Pass to Christie. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it? I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Bryant, that's for two. Şengün with the rebound.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten team effort.
We got to do it together, and I think that's more important than scoring any points or doing anything else.
Greg, leadership, an area where Westbrook, I think, feels he's growing.
And with his motor, he's always been a culture setter. But bringing your teammates along is also about setting the tone for collaboration.
Assist goes to.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one.
Ready and determined with a soft touch to match.
Here's Westbrook driving to the basket and finished off by Westbrook.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender.
I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his player on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. It's blocked, and so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession.
Jones.
Clark, you had excellent handles for a front court player. How much of a benefit is it for a big man to be comfortable with the dribble, with the ball in his hands?
I think it's so valuable. And now it's a dozen to a dozen big guys can put it on the ground. I mean,
This team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Count that one.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Angeles. Jeremy Grant.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And they're able to recover. Tipped away. Baladines, defended by Jones. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Lakers with possession here. 6-point lead. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see a look here for Ingles. No good on the 3. Lakers trail by 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second team foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Ravens.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around.
There's the 3. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Banked in off the glass. He's got 18.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure.
Most of his opportunities.
Banked in off the glass. He's got 18.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on your defenders with their work down low.
Odom against Grant. Odom kicks to Ingles. And again, it's Vancouver taken away. Lets it go. Shot clock reset for Vancouver. That ties the game.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Christie's checked in for Vancouver.
Substitution for your Ravens.
1:53 left in the first half of basketball.
Yes,
count it. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Christie can't make it.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And the call on the shot and sends him to the line. The Lakers have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
And talking about last season,
Time.
no wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
It's good.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story.
My doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Now Westbrook. 20 points for him last game against San Antonio. To the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
From deep three-point range, and the last shot.
That was like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
From deep. Vancouver pulls it in. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. With some arc, and it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
It's a
to the inside, Howard. Ingles with the rebound.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Bryant, it's a wide open look. Offensive rebound, and they take the lead. Christie's got 21.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Got that bucket in no time. The pass to Horton Tucker. To the paint. Here's Şengün. Grant against Bryant. Wants to get it to Bryant and does. They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
It's tipped. Out of bounds. The Lakers will take possession.
Ball goes to Los Angeles.
How about that strong? Lakers trail by 6. Here's Gilmore. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a...
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a...
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe. Nice touch there near the hoop.
The Ravens have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. It falls for his 7th bucket.
From the stripe. Nice touch there near the hoop.
The Ravens have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. It falls for his 7th bucket. He's 7 for 9.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
And Grant sends it back.
Superb focus from Grant that time defensively.
And Grant sends it back.
Superb focus from Grant that time defensively. In the rim, keeping his eyes on the ball so he could anticipate that shot.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
The finish was not.
9 for 13 shooting.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Vancouver pulls it in. Christie's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Bryant. Here's Bollides. Shot clock reset for Vancouver. And
from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
Ball stolen. To the wing right side. The Lakers trail. Goes up the baseline. Here's Şengün. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
The defense not putting up.
Checked in. Bollides. He's covered by Westbrook. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen by Grant. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way.
Well, you watch Westbrook play, and he seems like he's relentlessly hungry and borderline.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
The shot's good from Bryant.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it. And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
That one goes in. Got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Bollides. He's covered by Westbrook. Bollides. That's tipped. Here's Gilmore. And he goes in for the dunk.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a failure of the year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
The Lakers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. The Ravens making a switch here. Ingles is checked in, and so he makes both from the line.
Their usual strong work at the line has been on display here tonight. But then again, they almost
trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Outside Westbrook with the threw down. Outside Westbrook with the threw down.
Excellent job that time by Westbrook. Spots a weakness and then burst right to exploit it.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the
for a teammate instead.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, this look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating.
Most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Offline with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
A pass to Bryant, and Bryant slings. They get it back. And it's thrown down hard with both hands. Both hands.
A terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Goes up to the stripe. Here's Christie. Add that basket to his impressive. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the back.
That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
To the middle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing.
But Trey drills the three-pointer.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
It's the first, that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free.
Add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
The finish was nice, but
I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
the finish was nice, but was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Driving in. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
That's a double whammy.
Driving in. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
That's a double whammy.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And it's a big one. What a performance. Remarkable.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Launches it. Count it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
It's going to be out of bounds. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Beyond the arc. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at highest. That's when he's at it.
Now, here's Grant. From downtown, knocks down the trifecta.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's
2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Ingles from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.